Hey, what's up, Renew Kids? Welcome back for another week hanging out with the Renew Kids fam. Hope you guys are doing well. My name is Liam.
And I'm Anna.
And I'm Lena. And guys, guess what? It's the last week of May already.
I know, it's crazy. May went by so fast. I hope you guys are enjoying the nice weather we've
Oh my goodness.
So it's been so nice.
So hot outside. So good though.
We've been able to just sit outside in the backyard, go to the park, get some sun.
Yeah, and we've been talking about, running the race.
Yes.
Maybe you guys have been able to do some exercises outside. I know my family have. But I've just been thinking about this month and how great the topics have been, right?
Yeah.
About running this race and doing it well. And we've talked about prayer and having that be a priority in our life. And then also just knowing the Bible and what it says, right? Like how that's foundational to our life.
And how we can have a relationship with God, right? Like what does that even look like?
Yeah, so as we finish for this month, it's a really important lesson. It's all about how do we live for God on a day-to-day basis.
Cool.
Which I think is really important
That's awesome.
As we close up this month on running the race well. So guys, let's sing our worship song for this month together.
Your plans for me are good. You hold my future. You're working all the time. You're the mountain mover. From sunrise to sunset till the sun comes back up again. You're by my side. You started a good work in me. I know that you will complete it. You will see it through. Yeah, I know that you're still working on me. And everything that you say you'll do, 'cause I believe that you are faithful, oh, you are faithful, oh, you are faithful. I'll trust your every word, 'cause I believe that you're working for my good. Yes, you're committed. From sunrise to sunset till the sun comes back up again. You're by my side. You started a good work in me. I know that you will complete it. You will see it through. Yeah, I know that you're still working on me. And everything that you say you'll do, 'cause I believe that you are faithful, oh, you are faithful, oh, you are faithful. You are my hope, you are my future. You are the mountain mover. You are faithful. You are my hope, you are my future. You are the mountain mover. You are faithful. You started a good work in me. I know that you will complete it. You will see it through. Yeah, I know that you're still working on me. And everything that you say you'll do, 'cause I believe that you are faithful, oh, you are faithful, you are faithful, oh, you are faithful, oh, you are faithful, oh, you are faithful.
Welcome back, guys. That was such a great song. It's always so amazing to start off our morning just worshiping Jesus together.
Yeah, it really puts your heart and mind in the right place as we, learn about God's word and his truth for us today.
Yeah.
It's important.
Liam, what do you have here?
Oh, just some work for my history test. Because you guys know we're all doing online school.
Yeah.
And I have to fill out this worksheet. And then, I'm studying right now, but I'm going to have to fill out an online test. And I got to do it. So I've been studying for it a little bit.
Studying's hard. I'm sure you guys at home can relate, especially online.
Yeah.
It's really hard, right?
You need to, make a plan.
Yeah, like we've been learning about.
Yeah,
persevere
absolutely.
through it, keep on working hard, make a commitment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's weird because I'm not that good at history. I don't know if you guys are good at history at home. It's not one of my best subjects. So I actually have a friend in another class, and his teacher planned the test a couple days before.
Okay.
And he was telling me that maybe once he gets the answers back, he can maybe share them with me. And I mean, that would help me study more, maybe not cheat. Is it cheating? I don't know. So that's what I'm thinking. I don't know if that's going to, I know we've been talking about running the race. And I think that would be considered cheating. I mean, I'm very tempted to do it because I want to get a good mark, right? And I don't want to do bad in this class.
You're busy.
I'm very busy. Yeah, I don't know. So I'm not sure what I should do about it because I want to run the race, but I also want to get a good mark. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I don't know.
What do you guys at home think?
Should Liam take the answers from his friend, or should he?
Or is even, taking a test like at school, does that matter in running the race with Jesus, right?
Right.
I think we should maybe watch this week's video.
Yeah.
And see what it has to say.
Let's do that.
Okay, guys, watch this video with us.
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. Now, for an amazing story, inspired by the book of Mark, chapter 12, verses 41 through 44.
When Jesus rode into Jerusalem on a donkey the week before Passover, the crowds were excited.
Hosanna! Blessed is the one who comes in the name of the Lord! Hosanna! In the name of the Lord!
But the religious leaders were not.
He's turning the world upside down.
We'll have to fix that, won't we?
All week, the religious leaders sent men to try trapping Jesus with trick questions.
Teacher, is it right to pay taxes to Caesar?
Every time, Jesus gave a wise answer that caught them off guard.
Give back to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, and give back to God what belongs to God.
Jesus knew the religious leaders were so puffed up with pride, they didn't want people to listen to anyone else. Jesus even warned the crowds about them.
Watch out for the teachers of the law. They love to have the most important seats. They take over the houses of widows. They say long prayers to show off.
One afternoon, Jesus and his disciples visited the temple. They sat down to rest for a moment across from the box where people came to put money they offered to God. Perhaps the disciples, mostly poor fishermen themselves, were impressed by the rich men giving gifts.
Check out his robes.
I think they actually might be silk.
Jesus watched the rich men dropping handfuls of gold coins into the box. He knew that, like the religious leaders, they were proud to show how important they were.
Check this out, world. Money, money, money. Always sunny in a rich man's world.
Even though these wealthy men were giving impressive amounts of money, Jesus knew they had so much, this was easy for them. Simply a drop in the bucket.
Huh. She looks a little out of place.
The next person in line clearly wasn't wealthy. In fact, her patched robe showed she didn't have an extra cent to spare.
A widow, probably.
At that time, if a woman's husband died, she had no way to earn money and often had to live on next to nothing.
2 pennies?
How's that gonna help anyone?
Jesus was watching the woman too, but he saw something different, something more.
Come over here, all of you.
The disciples gathered around Jesus.
What I'm about to tell you is true. That poor widow has put more into the offering box than all the others.
Jesus' friends tried to sort it out.
Excuse me, pennies versus gold?
You couldn't buy an order of fish nuggets with that.
Jesus knew what his disciples were thinking.
The others all gave a lot because they are rich, but she gave even though she is poor. She put in everything she had. That was all she had to live on.
Oh.
When you put it like that.
The rich men, like the religious leaders, were concerned with what things looked like on the outside. They didn't want to give in a big way that might force them to change on the inside. But the poor woman, who had almost nothing, chose to give everything. And Jesus saw her heart and knew that her pennies were worth far more than the rich man's gold.
Welcome back, guys. I hope you enjoyed that Bible lesson. I know that was really convicting for me.
Yeah, same.
And it's such an important lesson as we learn how to live for Jesus, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And in the video, it talked about how, there was people giving lots of money and they looked good doing it. People, in fact, were like, oh my goodness, they gave so much money. They must be really important and God's going to be really proud of them because it seems like they're better. And then we found out, the widow, she only gave such a little tiny amount.
Does not look like a lot.
Right? But
No.
Jesus
Especially
said,
compared to this.
Yeah, Jesus said she gave more.
Right.
So it's all about your heart motive and how to live for God in every aspect of our life.
So if we look at the widow's heart, she gave all that she had.
Right. Yep.
And so she really gave more.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, when you think about it, this is more money. But what God doesn't look at the money. God doesn't need money.
God sees
He looks at your
heart.
heart, like we're all saying, exactly. When she gave all she had,
Right.
that's a lot more when you think about it than, a person who's a millionaire giving $1,000. It's a lot of money, but they only gave a little bit of their money. Whereas
When also, God saw their hearts, right?
Exactly,
the people weren't giving with the right heart.
Yeah.
They were also, wanting people to be like, oh, yeah, look at me.
Yeah.
exactly.
Right? Versus...
She,
The widow, she gave everything. She probably went without food that day.
Yeah,
right?
that's sad.
That's so
And she
sad.
gave it to Jesus, right?
Right.
And that's how we're supposed to run the race.
Yeah.
We give our all
Yeah.
to God.
Yeah.
And everything.
So,
Yeah.
Liam, I was thinking about your situation.
Yeah.
And as we, learn about this whole month about running the race and how we're supposed to do it well with Jesus, even running the race with schoolwork,
Yeah.
you have to give it your all.
Yeah.
right?
After this story, I realized that you really have to run the race in every aspect of your life.
Yeah,
There's no
and not
taking
just
breaks.
certain parts.
It's not just praying or reading the Bible. You have to focus on God in everything you do.
Right.
And at first, what were you gonna say? Yeah.
God sees you in everything.
Exactly.
Right?
God knows
And
everything.
He wants to be part of everything.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because for my test, it kind of seems like a little thing in the big race, right? When you think about it. But in reality, God cares about every little thing.
Yeah.
So if I were to cheat on this test, it would not be running the race with the truth and in a good way for God.
Right.
So I'm definitely not going to cheat. I'm not going to take the answers from my friend. I'm going to ask God for strength. I'm going to talk to God like we've been talking about. I can talk to God whenever I want during the test, before the test.
Yeah,
and I'm just going to write this
come up
test.
with a plan, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you have to not watch that TV show or, come up with a plan to make it happen.
For
And
sure.
it seems like a sacrifice, but
Yeah.
it's a sacrifice for the greater good,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
You are going to study and you'll get a good mark because you're putting that time and effort into studying.
That's
so
true.
living for Jesus, just like Liam said, it's about all things. So doing your chores, being kind to your brother and sister at home.
Right.
All those little things God wants you to live for Him in.
Yes.
The Bible says to whatever we do it for God, right?
Yes, and guess what? Remember last week we talked about having our light shine really bright?
Yeah.
Well, when your brothers are seeing you study at home, your light is shining bright for your brothers to see that too. So then they would learn, hey, when I have a test, I should be studying. And even your friends, if you talk about studying, your light is going to be shining. So no matter what we're doing when we're living for God, that light just shines,
For
and
sure.
that's what we want.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, guys, it's been a great month of May. I know I've learned a lot.
Yes.
It's been a really good month.
You guys at home have learned a lot. And we're excited to start June next week. I
That's
can't
exciting.
believe it. I know we have
So fast.
the last month of school next week.
Yeah.
We're entering into June. So
Crazy.
you guys have really persevered at home, right? It's been a hard year for school and everything.
Yeah. Good job, you guys.
Yeah, so we're
Proud of
really
you guys.
proud of you guys. But guys, it's been so fun hanging out with you, and we'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Bye, guys. See you next week.
Bye. Ciao.
See you later.
Sayonara.
Chupapi, baby.